Hello and welcome back, everyone. And so, I'm a little bit worried that I might have wasted a good chunk of the current run. I spent a little over a third of my time units, basically just to confirm something that I already pretty much knew. That the key from the lounge is what opens the door to the upper deck. That's kind of it. I have a feeling that what I should have done is I should have explored some of the other areas first, and then gone to the lounge when I was ready to go to the upper deck, because I don't think I want to do that just yet. I wouldn't mind taking a look at some of the other locations first. There may be nothing there, might be totally pointless, but at the very least I just kind of want to check them off the list. So hopefully I can still make use of the time units that I have left. There must be something that I can still accomplish. Fingers crossed. I hope. Um, so yeah, I think the next place that I'm going to go to is going to be the dining room. I really want to get that shotgun because I am kind of hoping that it's in that little food cabinet thing. But anyway, hopefully this isn't a complete and total wash, but we'll see. So movement, we're going to the dining room. 2. I'm also still having Mary read this book, even though it is slowly driving her completely and totally bonkers. Um, hoping that item 33 is the last one. I don't know if it's going to be. I kind of want to get this finished so I don't have to go for it again next run. The only problem I have is that finishing this book is probably going to drive Mary completely and totally insane. I haven't read the bit, so I don't know what happens. I don't know if it completely eliminates the character. I don't think so. I'm guessing it just makes it harder. But if push comes to shove, and there ends up being more, I can always hand the book off to one of the other characters to read through. Like maybe the mechanic can do it. But anyway, all right. So 2 time units spent. Move into the dining room. These can get cleared away. So this is the new version of the dining room, not the frozen one. Uh, oh, it's smaller than the frozen one because there's no chair with the papers around it. Oh, she has the shotgun. And she's looking a little crazy. There's the fish dinner. Hasn't been served yet. And the cabinet. May or may not be locked. Okay. Oh, she holds a hunting rifle. You enter the dining room, a warmer and less humid room than the entrance. It's lit by small oil lamps which still allow for large areas of shadow. You can see signs of struggle. To the left, you see a woman sitting on a chair. She stares forward with a fixed smile. She holds a hunting rifle in her tensed hands. Next to her, you see a table set for an upcoming meal. And finally, to the right stands a closed piece of low furniture. Okay, so I think what I am going to do is I'm gonna send Mary over to the table. Maybe if she can eat something, she'll recover sanity. I don't know, I'm kind of just grasping at straws here. No, wait, she's pink. The mechanic guy, because he's a lock picker, yellow, is gonna take a look at the cabinet. I might need to pick. It doesn't look like there's a lock on it, but you never know. So he'll see if the shotgun is still in there or anything else of use. As for the other two, Fenrir the dog and Peter the fight guy, or mountainous deckhand, they're gonna go and have a quick chat with the good lady. Now, if this ends up being like a cunning roll or something, I mean, I don't. Well, I guess he's the best cunning person. But I'm kind of wondering if this is going to end up as a fight. If oil spills, I can only shift people around so that they're in better positions to be able to do the things they need to do. But anyway, let's see what we're dealing with here. Oh, it is that one. Oh, Mary wants to be here. Okay. Oh, that's nothing. Dang it. Ah, okay. And yeah, this is a pick lock. Alright. Um... The woman is visibly distraught and at her wit's end. You realize that she's about to do something stupid. Talking to her as nicely as possible might make her change her mind. You have to be very convincing. You have to get 6 in less than 2 time units. Okay. I was thinking I could have these start, but they've only got 1 each. I don't think it's worth blowing 2 dice on the roll. Mary Florentino is in the space. She comforts her friends and gets 2 extra successes per roll. If you succeed, the woman breaks down in tears and curls up in fetal position. Otherwise, she commits suicide with a hunting rifle. 2 trauma for each agent that ends up covered with her blood. Okay. Well, there's nothing to do here anyway. The table is set and a large fish has been served. There's nothing to get here. And then the piece of furniture is locked. You can't attempt to pick the lock. So even though I would kind of rather have him over here, maybe I should gather everybody together and deal with that first. I mean, even with all 3 of them together, that's only 3 dice. Okay, well. Okay, it's a new version of the dining room. This is a instinct. 6. For items 3 and 30. Which is probably the rifle and something else. And Mary gets a bonus. Not that she's very good at it anyway. That's not a thing anymore. That is just done. In fact, I think I might just do that. There we go. And then this. Instinct. 4 for item 9. The shotgun is item 3. So maybe it's not the shotgun that's in this cabinet thingy. Okay, so, oh, right. Characters, no, characters in a combat can't do nothing on their turn. I think for this, I just choose not to do it. I don't need that anymore. And I'm gonna spend a time unit, which is gonna trigger Mary's thing. I'm gonna move everybody over to here. Because they moved, they can't do anything. Well, it is kind of a waste. Oh, why? Why is this run being such a time unit waste? Less than 2 time units. Does that mean it has to be done in 1 time unit? It has to be less than. I'm gonna say that I get 2 time units in which to complete this. So if it goes to the 3rd, then it times out. I mean, 2 dice is not going to make that much of a difference here. Because getting any successes at all is pretty bad. This is going to waste so many more time units, for crying out loud. Okay, well, whatever. At least she finishes reading this book. So 33. I mean, she might just go insane and not be able to do anything anyway. Oh, for Pete's sake. The journal includes more and more sentences written in an incomprehensible language, which give you a headache. Okay, I'm not going to try reading that. Hester. Okay. I recognize that. She told me, I know the place. I can perform the final summoning. I must translate it. Only ether and the drug. He doesn't want to give me any. Too bad. I will reveal the truth to him. It's the end. We're coming closer. He awaits me. I saw a stranger in the mirror. My hair has fallen out. My skin is red and sores. Am I the author? I must burn this journal. Okay, well, she has to make a roll for 3 on 2 dice. Oh, wow, she actually gets it. Holy crap. Oops. And then all other agents need to make a roll of 2 if you read this card aloud. I guess I should probably make the roll out of fairness. Even though technically I can just read this to myself and everybody knows what's in it. No, you know what? I'm not going to. Control mechanic is already extraordinarily harsh. Some might say unfairly harsh, so I'm gonna not do that. So another time unit, another green marker, 5 time units down. For crying out loud, how much more of this stupid book is there? 1, 2, 3, 5. Good grief. Okay, so now, 1 time unit, try and talk to her. I get 6 dice and 2 automatic successes. So, I think what I might do is roll for these 3 first, and then for him. If he gets the chance, I can move him over back to this thing. So we'll do first one for the big guy. And he gets 2 successes. Wow. Oh, hang on. I need to grab 6. Ah. Oh, less 2 now. Doggo. Gets nothing. And the Lady Mary. With 1. Gets nothing. But she has 2 automatic successes. Okay, so unfortunately... She can just automatically succeed on the next turn. I wonder if I might leave that for now. Bring him back over here. Okay, and the next time unit, Miri will roll. Doesn't matter what she rolls. 1 success plus an additional 2. She gets 3. So that's done on the second time unit. So hers is done. The other 3 still get to go. Try this. Actually, why don't I do that now, and then I'll grab the items. So if he is going to try and pick the lock, he is going to get 6 dice in order to try and get 4 shields. Oh, for this guy, do I need to... No, it can be done at any time. Okay. Oh, man, 2, 3 successes. Yeah, I missed on 1. Oh, I'll move these guys across just in case. Can't do anything this turn, unfortunately. Whoopsie. That sucks. But I get these, so 3 and 30. The 3 is something that I've had before. Oh, that is the shotgun. Oh, so the shotgun's there. Oh, wait. So she had the shotgun, not the rifle. Okay. Um, she'll hold on to that for now. She'll give it to. Well, maybe she'll hold on to it. Okay, and 30. Hmm. It is impossible to get anything coherent out of her. She clings to you like a leech. She sometimes mumbles incoherently while studying an object or a detail of the landscape, but falls into silence at the first sign of a threat. Occasionally, you perceive the meaning of her rumbling sounds, and they are troubling. You can ask her for advice, using the same method you used when you saved her, and she will then allow you to benefit from the gift of prescience. Once per run, before you enter a location, after reading card A and before placing your agent pawn, you may spend one time unit to look at a card of your choice in the panorama, even a sealed card. Wait, so to ask for her advice, do I need to do the same? Do I need to do this again? Using the same method you used when you saved her. Oh, I wonder if there's more than one place where you encounter her. I don't know, this doesn't seem right. I think I'm just gonna say that that's a, I don't know, error in translation or something. And I'm just gonna do this. Because, I mean, I can't keep hold of this card, right? No, it must just be that. Okay, well, whatever. I guess technically I can do this. You don't really have a name. What's her name? Ah, Lee Stanford. Okay, alright. Okay, so the shotgun's not there anymore. Over here. Alright. And I'm gonna blow one more time unit to try and finish this off. So he gets 6 dice. He gets enough. 2, 3, 4. That would have been a nice roll to get the last turn. But whatever. And that gives item number 9. Newspaper? That's it? Germany declares war. All Europe is in arms. decision proves partial victory for 52 Eastern Railroads. Something... Saunders confer to keep American something at home. Baseball. Atlantic liners paralyzed in rush for passage. Italy breaks the Triple Alliance. France calls out her war arm. Okay. Cool, but I guess ultimately pointless. So that's just newspaper. Okay, well, I got the shotgun. Wasted nearly another third of my time units here. Ugh, for Pete's sake. Okay, let's move on. All done here. So, I guess let's check out the kitchen next. Since I didn't get to go there last time. Taking 2 time units, which will trigger this again. Kitchen. Before I do that, item number 34. So this just keeps nesting more and more and more and more. Please let this be the last one. Please let this be the last one. Please let this be the last one. Okay. The next page is written on a strange green ink. It doesn't seem to have any... It doesn't seem to... What? Oh, the next page is written in a strange green ink, which doesn't seem to have been affected by the flames. This is a summoning spell, translated into English and phonetically, with a description of gestures to make. It will allow you to call to your aid a strange being called a Byakhi, which, if the text is to be believed, will be at your service. So Trauma 2. Oh, she's fine. You have survived the reading of the book. Once per run, you may spend a time unit to summon a Byakhi and take item 35. I think I might do that when I'm about to run out, just to see what it does. Because, honestly, I don't know if that was all worth it. But anyway, good to know that at least that is now done. And the troop is now in the kitchen. Ooh, this is one of the bigger locations. Ah, some of them locked out. Okay. I'm curious as to what this location looked like when it was frozen over. I should probably grab the cards and just take a look at it. I know, well, maybe once I'm finished with this game, I'll go back and I'll take a look at what the kitchen looked like when it was frozen. Okay, anyway. If I don't have either of these, there's a pretty good chance that something here will lead to at least one of these locations. But, kitchen. E needs black 3. And F needs yellow 2. Okay. The temperature in the kitchen is more comfortable than anywhere else on the ship. The room is perfectly in order. It looks like the current chaos hasn't yet reached here. To the left, a cupboard overflows with foodstuffs of all sorts. In the middle, in front of an empty sink, a man smiles at you. A large food crate covered by a sheet occupies part of the right-hand wall. Well, since instinct seems to be the communication skill, I'm thinking that the mechanic guy will probably talk to the smiling man. For the foodstuffs, I might send Mary over there, just again to see if there's anything that might help recover sanity. And as for these other two, um, I think I will send. I'm gonna send the mountain to investigate the crate. So might need strength to pry it open. And dog. Um, he also has strength. Dog will go. The guy in case he turns hostile. Okay, let's go with that and see what happens. Uh, watch this be like a locked thing. Anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, it is locked. Oh, but it can also be broken open. Okay. Um. Oh, Ray McKenzie. I don't have Ray McKenzie in my team this run. Oh, here's this guy. Here's the sandy guy. Ah, shoot. So if I have in my team, I wonder if he finds like a bottle of alcohol or something that can help restore sanity. Okay. These are the expedition's food reserves. They're practically intact. But now's not the time to get groceries. You won't stay here long enough to get hungry. However, if Ray McKenzie is on the space, he takes item 21. So if Ray take item 21. Okay. You recognize the musher. He speaks quickly, popping out his sentences with sudden breaths. Hello, I'm going to go get the fish left in the ice floe. Do you want to come with me? Without waiting, he continues. That idiot captain forbade us from drilling a hole in the ice, but that old geezer knows nothing about cooking. These fish are delicious. I'll have the entire crew take advantage of them, and maybe even give some to the dogs. Why not? His glassy gaze pitifully demands an answer. He begins to get agitated as you hesitate to give him a response. If you choose to follow him, reveal black 3. Otherwise, reveal yellow 2. I wonder if either way, well, black 3 could end up revealing a new location. I have a feeling that yellow 2 is probably going to end up in a fight. And then there's this. Once the sheet is removed, you realize that the food crate is closed with a heavy lock, and there's no key in sight. You'll have to use your magic fingers, or a good kick. So pick the lock or break the lock. Okay, I could do some shuffling around. Maybe I'll just go with break the lock. It's only 5. It's not that bad. I can always use this to have him just giga break the lock. No. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a time unit. I'm going to put the lock pick guy over here. Move everybody else into here. And then 3. Probably instinct. Let's just go with, okay. So that's a lock. This one is instinct lock 3 for strength 5. Items 4 and 5. And then this one. Okay. I think I need to resolve this before I can do anything more with this. The question is, do I follow him out onto the ice? Or do I refuse and potentially beat the crap out of him? um... This gives black 3 or yellow 2. Do I follow him? Or do I risk getting into a fight with him? Chances are, if I follow him onto the ice, I'll get into a fight with him anyway. It could open up a new location. I don't know if it'll be one that I can actually keep. It looks like eating the fish does bad stuff to people. You know what? Let's follow him onto the ice. Yeah, of course it results in a fight. Alright. Why would this lock out? Oh, wait, this is Space C. Right, okay. So yeah, the Mushroom's eyes begin to gleam as if a madness had taken over his body. He drools and his arms fold in an improbable way. He leaps at you, while letting out squeaks strangely similar to the noise made by chalk on a blackboard. Wait, did they do the right one? If you choose to follow him, reveal the black 3 immediately, otherwise reveal yellow 2. So wait, he attacks if I decide to follow him? Oh, I wonder what the yellow would have done. Okay. Um, if you succeed, move for free to another space in the kitchen. Um, interesting. I mean, I'm really wanting to flip this card over to see what the other. I'll leave it for next run, I guess. See what the other option gives me. So for now, 6 and 1 skull. Good thing I moved everybody here. Okay, so now I can spend a time unit in order to actually do these things. So we'll start with Lockpicker with 6 dice. That is 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. That clears that. And that gets me items number 4 and 5. Knife. As much a tool as a weapon. And a cleaver. Made to cut meat. All sorts of meat. +2 strength can only be used in combat. Wow, so that's 2, 3, 4, 3 defense. Wow, you suddenly became a pretty strong fighter. But in the meantime, I need to take this guy out. I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should just burn the adrenaline. I don't know if I'm going to get into another fight in the time that's left here. So let's just beat the crap out of this guy. So I'm going to go for 6 dice. Once per run. So I put... Let's just put a blue resource. Put one of these over top of here. Show that it has been used. Okay. Not bad, not great. So that's 2, 3, 4 points of damage. He will get hit back for 4 skulls. But with his enhanced defense, actually even with his basic defense, he would have tanked it. So he's fine. For Thunk. Now we'll go with Doggo, and then if necessary, a Shotgun Blast to finish things off. Dog is strength 3. Yeah, he's strength 3. Four more successes. Which is enough to finish the game. So he takes an adrenaline-enhanced punch to the face, and then Doggo drags him to the ground and finishes him off. Okay, so that's the kitchen done. So that is potentially healing or sanity recover. Question mark, question mark. So I don't know what yellow 2 does. Okay. Time, I believe, move on to a new location. Bunch of weapons and stuff. I think I might... I don't know if I want to give one of these to Peter. Keeping the knife would make him 2 defense 3. I don't want to give the... I mean, I want to give the +2 to him. Well, no. I give the +2 and the +1 shield to him and the +1 strength to him. I guess let's give the knife to him. Like him only being on 2 defense, but whatever. Three, 2. 2, 3. So do I want him to have more defense or more strength? Uh, um, no, let's go this way. So he'll roll 5 dice for combat, and he'll do 2 with a defense of 3. I think that's probably best. Okay, anyway, next stop is the kennel. Oh, come on. Oh, dang it. Didn't roll onto the 1. Well, whatever. 1, 2. I'm hoping, again, the kennel, maybe I can get a companion for Fenrir. Although it seems like that one spot is the only spot that needs the green square, so... Kennel. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. Oh, wait. It... No, it only has those locations. Interesting. Oh, what does that say? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. These meals? Looks like that says fish, fish, fish. Can't read one of the other what the rest of it says. Ugh. Okay. So the kennel. It only has 2 locations. The kennel is filled with the smell of sleigh dogs. The beast's yelping makes any conversation impossible. It's clear that the animals haven't eaten in a while. You have to be careful not to end up as their meal. On your left, handwritten notes scrawled on papers are pinned to the wall. Oh, maybe we'll get a better look at them by actually going here. In a recess, the barking of the dog shows that humans aren't welcome. Well, I guess it's pretty clear where everybody's going. And there's not really any other option. So, boop and boop. Here we go. Okay. Monday, nothing. Tuesday, frozen meat. Wednesday, seal meat. Nothing. Fish, fish, fish. Frozen meat. Tears of a clown? What? A list of feeding dates of no interest. Okay, so there's nothing there. And then C, or sorry, yeah, C. Is green 1 for item 20. Your status as alpha male commands respect. The dogs gather around you and begin to exchange their impressions. The humans are going mad. The professor's assistant is more insane than the others. Wait, isn't Mary the professor's assistant? Yes, she is. And actually, yeah, she kind of is more insane than everybody else. That's weirdly accurate. Oh, and he already was before the ship left England. Oh, wait, does the professor have 2 assistants? Oh, okay. I guess they were talking about somebody else. As far as the animals are concerned, he's the one who's responsible for the failure of the expedition. Take item 20. So they don't like the professor or the professor's assistant. Item 20 is... So yeah, the only reason to go to the kennel is if you have Fenrir with you. No Fenrir means no reason to go to the kennel. Pack of dogs! 5 magnificent sled dogs gather around you, barking in unison. They're terrified, but determined to help you no matter the cost. You're now accompanied by a pack of dogs. There's 5 yellow on this card. You can spend 1 to reroll 1 action die, or 2 to get 1 extra success on any test. When this card has no more yellow markers on it, discard it. The dogs are too exhausted to be of any use. 5 yellow. Actually, this way. Okay. Kind of interesting, but yeah, I think in the future, even if I have Fenrir, I think I might avoid this location. The pack of dogs is cool, but probably not worth the time units to get here. Okay, well, that is done. So the next location that I would like to go to is the captain's cabin. I want to see if that airplane part is there before heading up to the main deck. Come on! Oh, you little... That was almost a 1. 1, 2. Alright, I need to start using up some of these things, because reset soon. Anyway, captain's cabin. So there's a logbook in the first location. The airplane part needs James in C. So I need to put him in the middle. And int for the revolver. So I need to put smart lady in that one. And that depends entirely on how similar this is to what it was before. looks pretty similar. So he's going in here. He needs to go into the middle. I guess these two can just hang out here. Although I guess just in case, like, I only got an intellect of 1, but an extra die might come in handy. So if this isn't anything, I might put Mountain in here. Help out with the puzzle. Oh no, wait, each character has to do it separately. I think him being in there doesn't help. Let's just go with that. I mean, I should be reading this first, but whatever. Small but comfortable and well arranged, this room is no doubt the captain's cabin. A desk and a stool stand along the left wall. 2 beds occupy the middle of the room, and a nightstand occupies the right-hand side of the room. Yeah, not much different. So, boop, boop, boop. Not there. Presence of 2 beds suggests the room was shared. So someone is going to sabotage the plane, but hasn't yet. Oh, and the logbook is different. So yeah, nothing there. Interesting. Amid the maps, navigation tools, and other books on navigation, you find the Endurance's logbook. You flip to the recent entries to try to determine what could have happened. Oh, this could be a trauma thingy. Well, whatever. You can't read, you can only have 1 item anyway, and you're about to go insane. So, well, whatever. Take item 11. That's now 11. Oh, good. Reach the coordinates given to us by the professor. Monolith is in sight. Professor was right. The ice is going to surround us. I've made the decision to stay here all winter. There are shadows under the ice. I've forbidden fishing. The crew is getting tense. The dogs are howling endlessly. The professor refuses to come down onto the ice. He seems terrified. I know I probably should have written this down or made a note of it, but I don't care. I want to know what the rest of the note said. What is missing from here? October 26th. Okay. So it's the bit about the boiler. I'll have to get busy fixing it, as James seems incapable of doing so. Okay, so it just mentions the boiler being destroyed. Cool. Otherwise, it's basically just the same thing. And then this. The nightstand is empty, but after a detailed study of its structure, you find it holds a perfectly camouflaged secret compartment. There's no key. A clever mechanism allows it to open in a few seconds, but you'll have to figure out how it works. Only 1 attempt can be made per agent per run. Each test is independent. If you succeed, take items 8 and 23. Now, can the pack of dogs be given to other people? I would assume so. Yeah, I can do that. I forgot. Who else has, like, he has automatic successes. And that can be used for automatic successes. Kind of, I kind of worry because It's only 2 successes. She has 3 dice, and she gets. Oh, I mean, that doesn't matter. But. Well, only one time per agent per run. Okay, so yeah, if she fails, and I can put somebody else in. Maybe I can put, like, this guy in. And just use the captain. I mean, it's his drawer, technically. I can just use him to open it. I mean, he does have an intellect of 2. Okay. Yeah, 1 roll to get 2 successes. Did I spend? I don't think I spent the time unit. Okay. Shoot. Oh. I can't remember if I already spent the time unit for this, but I don't think I did. No, let's go with that. And then she'll make her roll. There she goes. I mean, technically 3 successes, but she got it. So that gives items 8 and 23. So 8's the revolver. And 23. Okay, already know. Revolver, yay. 6 blue. But 23 is a new one. Strange triangular key. Can't begin to imagine what kind of lock it could open. Revolver 8 and key 23. Yeah, she's so loaded down with crap. Jeez. Okay, well, I only really have time for one more location, so I guess I'm going to the deck. It's the only place I haven't been to yet. But I think I might be leaving that for the next video. To move. Down to here. I'll grab the cards, but yeah, I think I will leave that for next time. That is location 1, which is the deck. Yeah. Ooh, unlocked card. Well, there's the airplane. I didn't realize it was going to be like the only thing up here. There is someone there. I wonder if this guy is the guy who's sabotaging the plane. And thinking, I might put my fighter guy, maybe the fighter and the mechanic in there. The dog and Mary can check out the wings. The bridge is swept by the wind and snow. Biting cold stings your face and hands. The harsh light contrasts with the near darkness in the ship. The view is magnificent, but it might be best not to linger here. The left large bank of fog covers the landscape barely a few hundred meters from the ship. I think I might put Doggy in here. In the middle, a mechanic is working on the engine of a small plane. He's sweating profusely, and you hear him curse despite the wind. So, yeah, I think mechanic and white guy. And then to the right, the ice floe extends as far as you can see. And let's just put Mary into there. Okay, I will finish things off there. Wasted a lot of time on one, but at least I managed to explore all of the starting locations. I should have just enough time, hopefully, to be able to do some stuff up here. I'm gonna have to burn, like, literally every card I have. Oh, one thing I will do is, while traveling here, I was going to, I want to give the revolver to the big guy. Or actually, maybe I'll give the revolver, mechanic, and the knife to the big guy. The mountain is dual wielding, cleaver and knife. James has the revolver. Mary has the shotgun. And Fenrir has his team of sled dogs. Alright, so I will wrap things up there. Thank you again so very much for watching. I'm really liking the Horror Cthulhu vibes in this so far. I'm very much looking forward to the next one, and I hope anyone watching these videos is looking forward to the next one as well. So, I will see you all in the next video.